You have undoubtedly heard this umpteen times from umpteen teachers. Use the active voice as opposed to the passive voice. The active voice is usually more direct and vigorous than the passive. I shall always remember my first visit to Boston. This is much better than my first visit to Boston will always be remembered by me. Or my first visit to or my first visit to Boston will always be remembered. Um, by who? It becomes indefinite. Who will remember it. This rule does not, of course, mean that the writer should entirely discard the passive voice, which is frequently convenient and sometimes necessary. The dramatists of the Restoration are little esteemed today. Modern readers have little esteem for the dramatists of the Restoration. The first would be the right form in a paragraph on the dramatists of the Restoration. The second in a paragraph on the tastes of modern readers. So that makes sense, right? Let's clarify again. The venue, meaning, where we're writing this, and for what publication or for what reason, who's reading it, etc. What's the purpose of the writing, but also what is the topic, the first sentence, and what's the subject of the topic of the essay. The first sentence will be the right form in a paragraph about the dramatists of the Restoration. They are the subject of that sentence. The second sentence is a better sentence structure in a paragraph on the tastes of modern readers. Again, here, modern readers is the subject of the second sentence. So little decisions like that, knowing what we're writing about, who we're writing about, when, where, etc. All of those details that will affect how we write our sentences and how we construct our essays and our writing. The need of making a particular word the subject of the sentence will often, as in these examples, determine which voice is to be used. As a rule, avoid making one passive depend directly upon another. Let's go over some examples. Gold was not allowed to be exported. The export of gold was prohibited. He has been proved to have been seen entering the building. That just seems awkward. That just seems awkward. Has been proved to have been seen. It's just, it sounds awful. Just look at it. It looks and sounds awful. Have been seen. He has been. He has been. Have been seen. It's just terrible. It has been proved that he was seen to enter the building. Okay. Better. It was forbidden to export gold. Yes. Better. A common fault is to use as the subject of a passive construction a noun which expresses the entire action, leaving to the verb no function beyond that of completing the sentence. A survey of this region was made in 1900. A survey was made. It seems passive. It's the subject of a passive construction, a noun which expresses. A survey, and then all this detail was made. This region was surveyed in 1900. Very direct. The more direct, the better. That's if I'm gonna pick this apart and try to speak in like basic simple English, I would just say that the simplest construction is generally the best. Especially when you're starting to fall back on passive construction, even if it's accidental. Mobilization of the army was rapidly effected. The army was rapidly mobilized. The was blank. The blank was blank. The blank was blank. The blank is blank. I am going to blank. I am blanking. Confirmation of these reports cannot be obtained. These reports cannot be confirmed. Direct. Very direct. Comprehensive and concise. That's what we're looking for. Comprehensive and concise. And it's great. We did that in 5 words here. And fewer letters, because you're not using these long words. Mobilization, confirmation. The habitual use of the active voice makes for forcible writing. This is true not only in narrative principally concerned with action, but in writing of any kind. Many tame sentences of description or exposition can be made lively and emphatic by substituting a verb in the active voice for some such perfunctory expression, meaning just a functional expression, nothing that's too flowery, just functional, such as there is blank or could be heard. There were a great number of dead leaves lying on the ground. Dead leaves covered the ground. Again, clarity. I'm all about clarity, and that's what, that's obviously what Strunk is aiming for here. The sound of a guitar somewhere in the house could be heard. Somewhere in the house, a guitar hummed sleepily. The reason he left college was that his health became impaired. Failing health compelled him to leave college. It is no coincidence that there are fewer words, the words are shorter, and it's just much more concise. You've got 5 words here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 words here. Generally, there's a famous quote. There are a lot that I'll probably quote in these videos. But one of them is, brevity is the soul of wit. And it's true when it comes to humor. But also, it's true when it comes to writing as well. Really good writing, really respected writing. Generally, um, writers understand that you've got to mix it up. But you also want to have flair in your writing. And one of the best ways that you can showcase that flair is by using an active voice, and not a passive voice. And if you're always using the passive voice, it will really, the reader will soak up that passivity, and it won't resonate as strongly. Even if it's subconscious, even if it's not conscious, even if it's like a subconscious perception, the reader's not going to like it as much as if you used an active voice. He soon repented his words. 5 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 words or 5 words. I'm sure it's pretty clear. Active voice, concise, and and comprehensive. Thank you very much.